Hi everyone, so I am going to talk in my video today for the first time ever. I never really do any makeup tutorials that involve speaking because I stutter a lot and I say like, and and I'm just very awkward when it comes to speaking sometimes. Today I'm going to be creating a St. Patrick's Day look, and I'm so excited because this is a funner look, and I know that a lot of plans have been canceled or postponed because of this virus going around. But there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun. If you don't have any plans, just stay home, create a fun look, I don't know, stay busy, do something you like. I love makeup, so here I am. So I'm going to start off today with the Benefit Triple Performance Moisturizer. I love it, and I like mixing my moisturizer with my primer as well. Also, I just want to put this out there. Even though I went to makeup school, a lot of the routines that I have, I've developed just on my own. I'm not an expert. I'm going to start doing more of these because life is too short and you need to love yourself for who you are. So if you don't like my annoying talking or stuttering or, I don't know, my chubby face, then go to someone else's page. Usually I start with my foundation, but today, since I'm getting a little bit crazy with my eyeshadows, I'm going to start with my eyes. For those of you that don't know me very well, I'm a very awkward and weird person. So, surprise! Here's a real me. So I have decided on a neon look. Not really, I'm just gonna play with my greens and whatever comes out, comes out. I can see that this is maybe a little bit too light, but I want both of my eyes to be even throughout the whole process. I'm going to go in with a little darker shade of green. If they don't have the right pigmentation, it's a nightmare because blending is going to be hell. It reminds me a little bit of Barney. If I were to throw some purple in there, perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit of a darker shade on the outside, kind of to make it more of a forest green. My right eye always comes out perfect, like it's a dream. But my left eye, pobrecito, it needs work. On the inside, later on, I'm going to use a bit of my Shape Tape concealer to kind of make it lighter so that I can go in with maybe some sparkle or a very neon green, just to kind of Alright, so now that I have that intense green on my outer corners, I'm going to start putting some concealer on my eyelids so that I can lighten that part up. And I'm going to kind of follow the shape of where my eye folds, so that little crease right there. I'm going to go in with my finger. It's okay to use your hands, guys. Don't be scared. So while I do this, I'm going to tell you guys about what happened here. Basically, I get cold sores all the time since I was a little girl. My immune system has never really been the best. So yeah, I just kind of break out randomly throughout the year. All right, now that we created that light, okay, you can tell it's green. I really enjoy making makeup videos. I know a lot of my friends always ask me, why don't you make more? And I'm like, dude, I wish. Like, I really wish I could make makeup videos just every day. These videos, as short as they come out to be and as simple as they look, are not that simple. They really do take a lot of time and effort. Okay, so now that I have that neon, I'm gonna go in with my dark shade again on the inside that I used in the beginning. Blending is not as hard as it seems. I used to be terrified. And now I'm gonna go in with a bigger brush, and it's clean, and what this is basically gonna do is just kind of like clean the outsides up a little bit so it's not that messy, and so that it gets that final blended complete look. I am going to go ahead and look for maybe something sparkly to put on the inner corner. And I'll probably include some gold glitter later on in there because I love gold. Okay, so now I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other eye. So now that I have my eyeshadow done, I'm going to apply my liquid eyeliner, and I'm not the best at it. That's why I always do this before my foundation, just in case that wing comes out super crooked. I can just kind of, and this is probably gonna be at a weird angle because I'm using the mirror right here, so like. Okay, pretty even. I am a perfectionist, so this step always takes me so long because I like it to be perfect. And I always paint in between my real lashes just to give it that final, you know, look. So these are the little things you guys don't see when I make my regular normal makeup videos. They're just silent, so I only put the good parts. I only go in between like the ones that you can really tell that, you know, they need some black, because my eyelids, they're so goddamn white, man. Damn! So before I go in with my foundation, I'm actually gonna clean underneath my eyes. Even though you can't really see a lot of it, your foundation's gonna come out green pretty much.
It's not easy being green.
Primer really does hold your makeup a lot longer in place, so if you don't use primer, I would suggest for you guys to give it a try and thank me later, because damn. So I like using Born This Way Too Faced for foundation. I find it to have amazing coverage. So this foundation is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but I love it because I hate being as pale as I am these days. Now I'm gonna go in with my medium sand concealer from earlier, the one that I used for my eyelid, and I'm gonna use that as my concealer. And I am gonna put a good amount of concealer because my bags are always very dark. So for anyone that has bad allergies like I do, you really do know the struggle of covering those bags, because let me tell you, that's every time I don't wear concealer out, people are like, are you sick? Catfish AF. And I know it's not just me, so don't judge me. Everyone is naturally beautiful in their own way. Correction, everyone is naturally beautiful in their own way. Anyways, I lost track of what I was talking about because I was going in on my blending. I'm gonna cover my nose a little bit, super embarrassing. I have a little vein here. And it's happened to me a couple of times where I meet someone for the first time, or like I'm out somewhere and someone who doesn't really know me will be like, oh my god, you have a stain on your nose. It's not a stain, it's a vein. This vein actually happened because my good old friend Shannon, if you know her, when we were young, we were like in 4th grade. She had this like porcelain doll, and she told me that it was haunted and whatever. My stupid ass believed her. And she like put it closer and closer, and I went closer and closer, and she put it closer and closer, and she went, bah! And she threw it, and it shattered on my face. On my nose, to be exact. Okay, so now that I have my concealer on, I'm gonna go in with my contour. So I go in with maybe like 1 or 2 scoops. Not scoops, but you know, like 1, 2. And then I struggle a lot with finding the correct terms to like describe things, so I use a lot of sound effects. I'm gonna try to go in a little bit, just a little bit with this brush to make that little line there. You know, this line, you'll see what I'm talking about as soon as I'm done. That one. I can't really tell yet if it's like too harsh or not. It doesn't look like it right now, but I'll kind of like really know after I put my setting powder on and let it sit for a little bit. I've always used the Laura Mercier one, the translucent one. I swear by it. And I'm going to apply a little bit underneath my eyes. So I usually leave this on for like 3 minutes. And then right after I just put on a little bit of bronzer. But definitely love using this. Just makes my life a lot better. I just kind of put it wherever I think I need it. Like my problem areas, or my contour's a little too harsh on the outsides, I'll like you know, kind of cover it a little bit, and that'll make it easier to blend afterward. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. And recently I have been using just the normal average Ulta bronzer in the shade Light. It doesn't really make me dark, but it does make me feel like I'm adding some color after removing the setting powder, which can sometimes be a little bit white, especially down here in the bottom. My nostrils, don't know what those are. Okay, so now that I have removed my powder and I fixed my contour up, I'm gonna put on a little bit of blush. I don't really like blush that much because I'm naturally red as it is. The minute I start dancing or like moving a lot, my cheeks get so red. But I am gonna add a little bit just because. And it does look nice, especially this one that I use. It's the Benefit one, the California one. It smells delicious. It smells like California. So now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I don't really do my eyebrows that much because they're so full as it is, but I like adding a little bit of brown to them just so that it looks complete. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm gonna go underneath my eyes and add a little bit of green with a thinner brush. I'm gonna see maybe some green on the outside and some gold on the inside. And then I think I'm gonna put some gold glitter on the inner corners. Oh, but first I'm gonna do some white eyeliner on my waterline so that my eyes appear to be a little bigger. You really do have to know on what look to wear it though, because if not, it can kind of make you look a little weird. We don't want that. So I have a love-hate relationship with eyelashes. I love them because I do think they complete a look, but I hate them because I hate eyelash glue. The glue that I somewhat like is a Tarte Pro. It's clear and it really does stick on to your eyelid. Okay, so now I'm gonna let the eyelash sit and dry. You really do have to find your way of like applying eyelashes on. I think everyone has a certain way of doing it. I've seen many makeup artists do it in different ways, but you know, everyone just has a certain type of, you know, process. Oh my god, I hate this. While I let this dry, I am going to apply my glitter on my inner corners. And I love glitter, especially this Urban Decay one. Ah! I like putting on waterproof mascara underneath just in case I tear up. I'm not saying that I'm gonna tear up, like I don't cry like that much. So I'm gonna apply my mascara. I'm using Ofra on top. Okay, and now underneath I'm going to put my Better Than Sex waterproof. Then my final step, well, before applying lipstick, is my highlighter. I love using the Tarte highlighter. This is the shade Exposed Highlight. So I like highlighting my nose a little bit. Gives it more of a shape. My brow bone. Catfish AF. So now, let me just brush my eyebrows a little bit. They got a little messed up. I'm gonna apply my lip liner. I love playing around with lipsticks. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my lighter shade to kind of perfect it and give it that ombre look. I'm pretty much done with my face. I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna quickly do my hair. For now, this is it. Thank you so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be safe, wash your hands. You should always wash your hands. And if you have any traveling plans, just be smart, be wise. Don't bring that shit here. We don't need those bad vibes over here in Miami. For now, enjoy this look.